So coming up on the opening of the new Captain America this weekend, I came across a trailer a few days ago that's been bugging me, and I just got to get it off my chest. It's the little 30-second trailer that mentions Adamantium. So they're finally bringing Adamantium into the cinematic universe because it was locked down tight by Fox Studios with their X-Men licensing.
But didn't Disney buy them like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just as a chronometer, temporal chronometer, just to, a mark to be like, hey, why did they start?
Even under the same ownership like that, there was still the licensing, whatever it is. It's complicated, but they did recover their rights to the Fox properties at least 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, and they've been teasing us with them, but
yeah.
They're only now getting around to really trying to incorporate some stuff in. We got the X-Men coming and whatever they're going to do with that. But the whole thing with the Adamantium, the emphasis in this trailer makes me wonder.
And if you blink, you miss it.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen the still shots online, and I took one myself. But yeah, he's doing the president Ross is doing some kind of a presentation about Adamantium, and you can see it says
seems weird.
The world's most versatile element, and it's not an element. What the hell? And the discovery of adamantium.
It was always an alloy.
Is the discovery of the millennium, and they kind of throw a shot of the celestial that's in the earth into the mix, as if adamantium was somehow connected to that celestial.
Which I don't have a problem with that.
Horseshit.
Which I don't have a problem with that, because did they ever really explain the origins of adamantium in the comic books? And I'm not talking about comic books now.
No.
I'm talking about in the before time.
No, I don't think that all the components for adamantium were ever identified on any kind of an official level, because there's the secret ingredient, the catalyst. It's basically steel.
Yeah.
With this extra component that is the catalyst that makes it adamantium. And adamantium is an alloy that has, and when you go to forge it, you have to keep it molten until you're ready to use it, which is how they did it even in the X-Men movie. When Wolverine injected Lady Deathstrike with it.
Yeah, it was
molten.
Wasn't that Origins? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like mercury almost. Yeah.
Well,
it looked like mercury. Yeah.
Because it was molten. Because once it cools, then it is pretty much virtually indestructible. That's what adamantium is. You can't let it cool. That's how they stopped Ultron once. They lured him into a vat of molten adamantium and shut the forge off, and it cooled around him, and he couldn't get out. I remember that one. But yeah, it's and I don't know how rare or scarce the catalyst component is. And sure, maybe that's what they found on the celestial. But it's still it's not in and of itself an element.
Yeah.
It's not vibranium. It's not its own metal. It's not like lead or iron or gold or it's an alloy. It's iron and carbon and
steel and
whatever other
else.
Components go into making it the alloy that it is.
It's not an element.
Right. It's not aluminum or copper.
Wait, hold on. This is what have I been talking about? It's all in the details.
It is.
If you don't get the details right, the small details fucks the whole thing up.
And it is common knowledge to anybody that's ever read the comics, because it's always been referred to as an alloy.
And even the Fox movies got it right. So Jesus Christ.
Right. And I mean, before the whole thing with Magneto stripping the adamantium out of Wolverine's body and him discovering that he had bone claws, which was oh my god, and has been pretty much made canon. But no, they were always kind of it was always kind of alluded to being like a byproduct of his body shop treatments and the adamantium being fused to his skeleton in the first place. That these claws, and they were always described as being popping out of these bionic housings in his forearms.
Which they
as
were.
if they were...
Marvel Series 2, the weapons accessories, they talk about all the little rubber sheathing and the fucking Marvel Universe books. Weapons and accessories, yeah.
And I mean, even in the comic, the claws pop out of these bionic housings in his forearms, which suggests that they were actually surgically inserted into his forearms. Or they were a byproduct of the body shop treatments, one or the other.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another conversation. But the adamantium in and of itself, okay, sure, it could be this new discovery of this alloy that's this indestructible metal, and everybody wants to have control of it because it could tip the balance of power, this and that or the other. But
seeing this trailer really makes me not want to see it. And I know you're gonna hate it because no moss.
No, it's sticking in my craw.
Yeah.
Really, that they would. I mean, talk about people bitching and moaning and groaning about all the stuff that they're doing with canon breaking in Star Wars.
Right?
This is canon breaking, the definition of canon breaking.
Yes.
And it's adamantium.
This isn't something you can fudge and just say,
it's not just some minor little fucking obscure thing that nobody's ever heard of.
Or 6 people have heard of.
It's what Wolverine's bones are fused with, laced with.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what adamantium is.
Right?
It's an alloy. It's not an element. Jesus.
Fucking hell, Feige. You're getting as bad as fucking Dave Baloney.
It's just, oh my God. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.